In a developing story, we're hearing from the attorney of a man wrongly arrested accused of an attempted rape in Hunter Park. We told you earlier this week the district attorney's office dropped all charges against that man, who we are no longer naming. Fox 23's Paris Rain joins us live in the newsroom after talking with the man's attorney. Paris.
Shay, his attorney says there were many pieces of evidence that would have proved his client was not guilty. He said his client didn't have a criminal background and he had an airtight alibi because he was at a supervised visitation with his daughter the day of the accusation. Attorney Jason Lau says it was an alibi that should have kept his client out of jail. He was on a supervised visitation with his daughter at the time of the attempted rape.
He told the police that, and the police interviewed, as I understand, the detective on the case interviewed the visitation supervisor almost immediately. I don't understand why they didn't dismiss it at that time, except to say I think they were just trying to verify the alibi. Because, you know, in these cases they're a little bit different than people would probably expect because the police had established probable cause.
Lau says that evening of August 21st, after his client's visitation, he went to a nearby Walgreens where officers were looking for the suspect.
And he just happened to go up to a policewoman's car after he went to the Walgreens because he was curious. The police officer found that a little weird behavior. He leaves, gets pulled over right away for an illegal U-turn. So he had contact with law enforcement that day, and as they went through the description and they went through reviewing footage to see what cars were in the area, of course his name comes up because he was in that area.
Police eventually put him in a picture lineup where the victim chose his picture, something Lyle says you shouldn't rely on as the entire case.
You know, the police are doing a very difficult job with a lot of moving parts. My understanding is that they had thousands of pages of evidence that they'd collected they were going through, so it takes time and it's a process. So was it premature? Sure, from the perspective of the wrongly accused. Was it premature from a general perspective of law enforcement? I don't think so.
He says his client spending 30 days in jail following the wrongful accusation is something that not only affects him, but his family now.
Social media comments, as you might expect, were pretty brutal. So he has a lot of reputational repair to do. He's got a young child, and he needs to spend some time repairing his reputation.
He says now that charges have been dropped for his client, they're turning over everything they had for this case to the DA so they can try to help make sure that justice is served for the victim. Live in the newsroom covering news that matters, I'm Paris Rain, Fox 23 News.